Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. How you doing? Welcome to TAMIYA Tuesday. We're building a TAMIYA. Can somebody tell me what chassis this is and what I'm building? If you've watched the video yesterday, you know. So welcome everybody, and we already have some people in the panel. How are you doing, guys?
Not too bad.
All right.
All right. Look at that. Just by me putting myself full view and coming back, there's two more guys that are there. So on the panel right now, we have Brad Kalman, John Martin RC, Lyle Ruddy, Sir Chirpalot, and AZ Froggy, and KBRC 13.
Hello.
So I got it running today. Man, this thing's going to be fast with the fast gear. Like I put the fast gear on there, and the tires with that motor, they just balloon just a little bit. There's no foam in there. There's nothing, but they're stiff tires, but it's kind of cool.
Cool.
Could be nice.
So how did you feel it handled better than you expected?
Well, I didn't run it, Brad. I just hit the trigger and
just,
go.
Oh, you just put it on its belly, something in the middle of its belly, and just spun it.
Yeah. I held
Tested
it. I held it and I felt it going this way. I can do that again for you, for everybody. And I put the radio link. They have a very small 4-channel receiver. Man, this thing is small. It's about the size of not two, but maybe one chiclet gum, like not the stick, but anyways. It's friggin' small, but I put that in there. It's a 4-channel from Radiolink. It's R4FGM, which means it's got the gyro because it's got a G in it. So I probably will turn on the gyro and see how it actually performs in the dirt with the gyro. And
did that come with this kit?
No. You
No.
order that.
Oh.
Then
You have to keep it. Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't seen that, and I've ordered our radio link for my hobby, my holiday buggy. So I haven't seen that. I didn't see the 4G. I saw the radio. I saw the radio 4G.
Yeah, it's a new one. It's actually a new receiver. I have not seen that receiver before. Last 2 weeks ago, I was searching, and all of a sudden I see that. I go, oh, wait a minute. So it's way cheaper than the other ones. And I don't need all the bells and whistles on the other one. So like, I think it was $16 Canadian, might be
Actually, it's like, I think I saw the radio, and it's like, it's like 30 to 60 or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah, the RC4 GS radio is a little bit cheaper. It's got 4 channels instead of 6. So you don't get the 2 toggle switch that are on top here. But it's a nice radio with all the same features as the other one. And it's kind of cool.
I sent you a video on from Driver about all the new kits that are coming out. They all have Hobby Wing ESCs.
Oh yeah,
the Europa, of course the blockheads, the new BRZ for the 2022 body.
Well, they don't have a choice if they're running out of
chips.
Of chips and things like that for the receivers, not the receivers, the ESC. So,
but for a brushed ESC, that's an upgrade in their kit. Sorry, it is.
It is.
It's straight out the bat. What was the other kit? He showed 4 kits.
Okay.
I sent you the video, so I know you can watch it at your own leisure, but that's why I did it. I sent it to you because it's TAMIYA related.
That is strange.
What? What'd you do?
I was saying TAMIYA, I'm just working on my broken Stampede, and everything is tight.
And it's not working.
No, it doesn't want to. It just, if I give it a lot of throttle at once, it'll just, and then it'll catch.
Oh, he also at the end of the video, he showed that they have the separate track systems that they sell now for several of their cars now that will fit. Those will from TF that will fit their other buggies and vehicles.
Yeah, I started watching it, but I didn't watch it all the way to the end. That was RC Driver, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I sent you, and he's got, at the end, he talks about the tracks that you can buy and put them together for various other vehicles. He has a list, I think it comes with, of all the vehicles it'll fit.
Cool. Yeah, it's smart for them to actually sell the tracks beside as a separate part. That's kind of cool.
I'm sure there'll be a couple $100 a box.
Oh yeah, well that's what the Traxxas tracks are. They're selling for, so I'm sure the other ones are going to be about the same price.
Yeah, but what's interesting, Tamiya has so many different cars that it'll fit. That makes it much more available.
Little more
for
universal.
cars. What?
Little more universal.
Yeah, a little more universal, which is, I guess you would think that's a good thing, huh, Brett?
Depending on things, yeah, depending on how they perform.
You can have them. They could also fit on the 18 scale 6-wheel drives.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
No, it actually does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they said you have to get like 6 of them for that. So I think I forgot if it comes with 2 or 4. Might come with 4, but you need to buy another box to get the 6th one. So
Cool.
just
Talking about Tamiya, Brett put out a lot of pictures today on Facebook. No, it was on Instagram, I believe.
Instagram, yeah.
Of his rigs.
Yeah, trying to get some decent, different lighting shots with the sunset and all like that. So,
See if I
how
can.
pretty are I forgot how pretty the sunsets are in Arizona at certain times of the year.
Yeah, but remember
every time of the
that
year.
the
Every
sun that you see setting is the same sun in your area. It's the same sun.
No, but because of the land, it makes it look different, and there's a different scope of colors that would come out.
Yep.
Psycho 13 Garage also put a lot of nice pictures out today on Instagram.
Was it today or yesterday?
We 4 of us talked for a long time yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about yesterday. I just wasn't feeling good, so I didn't even bother coming on.
It's okay. We didn't miss you. I mean, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I was wondering where
Yeah.
you were.
We're here talking.
I was wondering where you were.
I'm teasing.
Oh. Uh-oh. I see Double Trouble trying to connect.
Who's
Oh.
Double Trouble?
Chris and Guru.
I wonder if they did it simultaneously, so there's a problem.
No.
You're getting there. Oh.
Man, there's a lot of
Everyone's
people.
probably going back and forth between here
Hello.
and Tony's stream.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Guru?
Hey, Guru.
Hey,
So did you order your Tamiya yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm moving the funds around.
yeah, and he's building up the stuff he's going to give me for the grasshopper. I know he's got to be doing that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, everyone?
What's going on, Chris?
Is it kind of cold? Is it getting a
What's
little
up,
cold
sir?
out by you?
Yeah, it's getting a little chilly, not too bad.
Oh, and another thing I saw today that is RC84 Films finally released a video that does not talk about beavers.
I know.
Hey,
I just saw a video of a beaver chewing through a log.
hey, I was just about to take a sip and ask Chris, like, okay, now can we go back to RCN now? Or we gonna get more beaver updates?
I was like, I need to move on with these beaver updates. I've done way too many. I was like, I need to get back into RC videos.
Thank
You
you.
need to see what happens if you chase a beaver with one. That would be cool.
I believe I speak for the rest of the RC community. Thank you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for going back to RC videos.
Hey, they're
Yeah.
just interesting. They're just interesting. They're interesting big rodents.
I should change the channel's name to RC Beavers.
RC Beavers. RC Beavers. It's called RC Beavers.
It's so,
no.
it's
Sure,
so
some Canadian
easy.
already has that.
Yeah, it's
Who's
so easy
Canadian?
to start a new channel on YouTube. Maybe you should do that. Just start a new YouTube and just talk about beavers all the time.
Beaver
call-
RC.
You're very acquainted with them.
We call it IC beavers.
Yeah.
Hey, Tank, can I ask you a question real quick?
What?
It's not TAMIYA, but is
That's
that
okay.
okay?
That's okay.
Can I put another bolt, another nut on that top of that? Will it mess it up?
It won't help anything.
You mean you want to put another nut on it so it locks it also?
Yeah, yeah, on top of the lock nut.
No,
it's
it
coming
should not
loose,
mess
just-
anything.
Go ahead, sorry.
It should not mess anything, but if your nut keeps coming off, if your spur gear keeps getting loose, that means that nut also needs to be replaced because your nylon
Yeah,
is not catching anymore.
And
So
just
you
Right.
got
replace
two
That's what you
options:
said.
get one with nylon or put Loctite on it.
yeah, I got some Loctite. I'll try Loctite right now.
Well, Loctite will eat out whatever nylon is left in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
choice word.
That's true.
That's why I was gonna put another nut on top of it with Loctite.
If
That's
you've got
what you
another
said.
wheel nut, an extra one with the nylock in it, just take that one off and put the new wheel nut
Yeah,
on.
that's one.
Yeah, I
thing you
don't
could
have
do.
another one.
Well, take one off your wheel. Take one off your wheel, put that one there, and take that one and put on your wheel.
Oh, these are only wheel, okay, these are just wheel
They're the
nuts.
same, yep, same thing.
Oh, okay.
And Loctite that nut onto the wheel.
Yeah, on the wheel, yeah. I don't want the
Otherwise,
wheel
you'll end up-
falling off.
otherwise you'll end up losing the wheel and losing the nut. You'll be really up the creek.
So I ordered my paints for both the cars that I'm next when I'm working on the holiday buggy. They say olive drab is out until like March. But you know what? I went online and paid a little more for a little bottle of it from someone who had a bottle.
You have some of the paint already?
No, I ordered it. I ordered it from my local hobby store, pretty much.
No, I was just
And,
gonna say,
and they told me the drab is out.
I
You
was gonna
can't buy
say,
the olive drab.
Brad, wait.
I was just gonna say, if you have a sample of the color already, just go to a local Home Depot or whatever you guys got down there and get them to color match it. They'll make the exact same paint for you, whatever surface you want it for.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have any. That's the point.
yes, they will, Guru.
I don't have. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these don't fit.
Wait, hold on.
I
Guru.
don't have any of that, but so
Right.
I got lucky. I paid more than I wanted to for the bottle, but I got directly from eBay for it.
So the wheel nut does not fit.
Brett, take whatever
Nope.
you're gonna say and divide it by the Cleveland attitude.
It won't even go. It won't even go on at all.
That's their thought. You're gonna come in here and ask me to do
You can't
extra
see,
work?
but
What?
What are you
Our
talking
Home
about?
Depots and stuff like that. If you
Oh.
go up asking them to do some extra work, this is the response you're going to get.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
So I
saying.
Say,
said
what did I
divide.
do?
No, I'm telling you to divide whatever you're going to say by a Cleveland attitude, and you'll get the.
All I was gonna ask is, why were you saying that? That's all I was gonna
Oh,
ask.
because the attitude, you can go in the layaway and ask to pay on your layaway, and they have an attitude. And their job is to accept your pay for layaway.
That's the only reason, the only thing I was gonna say is, why were you saying that?
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, whatever you say, that's what they're gonna give you.
Yeah.
This right here.
When you did that, I'm like, what did I do?
No, that's the general response you're gonna get from anybody behind that counter.
Yeah.
When you tell someone good morning in Cleveland, they ask you what the F is good about.
Sounds like a lovely place.
It is.
You
It's
may have
just,
caught that,
man,
but
it's like, sheesh.
that's like maybe on the east side. On the west side, they're a little more friendlier than that, Guru.
Yeah. Yeah, the east side is a heck of a lot different.
oh, nice, man.
There's some of the nice shots that he's done today.
Oh,
Look at the blue
Look at
sky.
that.
One-
That's a
one is the
convoy,
cloud.
buddy. That's
hey,
a
you should have
convoy.
to a real truck shipping yard and put it so you can see the docks in the background. 'Cause that shit look real.
God, look at how many trucks he has.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love the pipe work. That's what she
Yep.
said. Is that real like
There's no
screen
camera.
rate going around those
Uh-oh.
What's
I see a
that?
construction vehicle.
the semi trucks? Is that real like metallic screening?
On the side, yeah, that comes with the kit.
Why did you
What's
show
doing in the
Glamis?
front loader?
What was that?
You showed a Glamis.
What'd you do in that front loader?
Yeah, what do you do with the, okay, wait a minute. Guru was trying to say something. We'll get back to your question a little bit.
Oh no, I was listening to him. I
Okay.
thought Chris was saying something, so I was looking to try and see what Chris was saying.
Okay. I was just going through the pictures of what was on Instagram, Brad, and I did show the Glamis. It's just because I was going through the pictures. It has nothing to do with the rigs. It's just, I didn't know I was at the end, so I just kept
That was
going.
the next one.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a Glamis.
I don't. That was
Oh,
Basher Boys.
That was
Oh,
Basher
that's
Boys.
Basher Boys.
Sweet.
Yep.
That's sweet.
No, and for the front end loader there, it's a rescue piece. It's an old New Bright.
Yeah.
Radios don't work. I can put a battery in the thing and it will turn on and make sounds, but the radios don't work on them at all. So I got that and the other digger.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just for props on the back of the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, got you.
And this is RC84 Films video, or
A new video 3 hours ago. How did I
Yeah.
not get that?
so here's his link. So you guys will get to hear, and here's the video. I started watching it, and he's showing off a couple nice truck there, a new Phoenix.
Yep.
That was painted old, and so
Got a custom cage on it.
yeah, it's got a cage at the back and a nice front bumper on it that was made for it. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I thought a beaver was going to attack it. It was going to be a video of a beaver attacking his cars.
yeah, but yeah, he's actually starting making that stuff. He's selling it too, so he's
Oh, cool.
he's becoming really popular with his builds and stuff now.
I'm sure I'll try to get his name. Did you put his contact info on the bottom in the comments below? Not comments, but
No, I hadn't done that yet, so
okay.
but I
If
definitely
not, I
will.
might send you an email and ask you what his contact is, because maybe my buddy that I just finished his Phoenix, maybe he'd want like a nice front bumper. So
Yeah, and his craftsmanship is really good. I mean, this stuff was not going to break or anything. He does an awesome job at the bending and the welding of it.
cool.
Everything will break if you try.
Oh, not in his fault.
Try as you
Try
will.
hard enough.
Yep.
Even if you don't try.
Yep.
Try as you will.
That's when it breaks the worst, is when you're not trying.
I appreciate you putting the link out there, Tank. Really do appreciate that.
Not a problem.
So everybody
You don't have
see
to-
my new motor
have to
for
use-
my fighter buggy?
Oh yeah, Brad got a motor in
Oh, I got one of those
for
Wow.
the motor.
twins.
It seems like it's decent quality as far as I'm concerned. It's got some heft, but brushless motors usually have some heft.
What is it?
It's a 3600.
Show
Um,
it. Show the box. Show it.
I got the 2600. There's no difference in the box. That's why I was
Beaver
asking.
channel.
Good. No.
Okay, what brand, Brad?
Surpass.
Thank you.
So it's a Surpass 3600.
Yeah, the 3600.
Okay.
It's supposed to. They say its max RPM is 50,000. That means it's going to be pretty sprightly with a 50,000 RPM motor.
Wow, getting in with the
Rename him
shout-outs
to
already,
Tamaya
I see.
Speed Demon.
What?
I say we're gonna rename you to Tamaya Speed Demon.
They gave it. This came in the box.
But can you make it out and figure it out?
Oh, it just tells you the kV. It tells you the watts, the max voltage it takes, the max amps it can take. It says it's a 4-pole. It talks about the resistance and RPM, shaft length, length of extended shaft connector, packing size, gross weight.
You don't get, I was trying to give you a hard time, Brad. You didn't get it. No.
Well, that's no fun.
What'd you break now?
No, the buggy here, the way the let me get the
Change
overhead
the name
camera.
to Beaver RC.
What?
I was reading the comments down there. Sorry.
Oh yeah, to Beaver RC.
Beaver RC, yeah.
Change camera there to my Eagle Eye camera,
Beaver.
and I'll zoom in.
Yes.
This battery has the lead right in the center,
Uh-huh.
but the Tamiya has these two things. So if I try to put the battery there, this comes right where the retainer is. So even if I try to bend it all the way, it won't go. So I might have to cut this.
Try
Gravel,
running it down the
gravel,
center first.
Might work on
Just
that.
cut some of the battery off.
Okay.
It does
Blow it
fit
up.
on the other side. If I flip it this way and push it all the way back, there is some play for this battery.
Yeah,
So
and you'll
I
be
guess
okay.
it Fit that way.
I didn't know Gems made a 4000 would fit a Tamiya.
Gen Z's, yeah, that's what I have to run in my semi trucks.
That fits.
Hey, you get decent runtime out of a 4000. I got a few of them.
Where do you put them, AZ? Do you put them in your in the cab or the back or what?
No,
Sleeper?
they mount underneath.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
How's that suspension feel, Frank?
Like suspension.
Springy.
Movable.
So I got steering.
That's pretty. That steering looks like it has a tight radius there.
That Ackerman is weird the way it's doing.
What do you mean?
Turn it and watch the wheels because one turns more than the other.
Oh yeah, it always has like that. Every car is like that.
To some extent, I'm talking that's a little more exaggerated than normal for a buggy.
Okay. Yeah, this one seems to be because you see it kind of goes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to see you wipe out.
Yeah, that'll cause you some funky steering issues.
Yeah,
I'd
I can
limit the
limit the
steering.
steering throw. If I limit the steering throw up to here before it
Yeah.
actually goes like that. But I can do that off the remote easily.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be a good thing to do. But yeah, because I know all of them do it, but that was a bit excessive for a buggy like that.
So my frog might do that.
Yeah, just limit it on the radio. It's quiet. I don't hear
Frank,
nothing.
We hear
Hello?
nothing.
No.
Hey, I
That's
thought he had muted it trying to be funny, and it's like, yeah, no, ain't no
Oh,
Tamiya.
it's probably the algorithm that actually does that.
That might have killed. Yeah, your microphone might have done it.
Cool.
Sweet.
Well, it's working. It's alive.
That's a good thing.
And now we need to know what you're gonna do with the two bodies.
Well, the hard body is going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be box art. It's going to be close. I will put the stickers on it and everything like that, but I haven't decided on the color. The one on the box is red. I like red. I love the color red on cars, so I might go with that, but I haven't decided.
And the blue
Mr.
one,
Kagan
and
has snuck in.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Lexan and Lexan body.
Not
Who's
Jake.
from?
What's that, Guru?
I was talking to Not Jake.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are you okay, Not Jake?
I'm all right.
There it is. Okay, I didn't see you doing exercises, and it was like, are we not exercising tonight?
You
Forearms
confused-
are tight. Forearms tight.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got my workout plan too. That's why I was asking. Hey,
You confused me a little bit when you said not Jack, Jack, jerk.
Yeah,
yeah, Not Jake.
But because I started looking, what do you mean? Jake is not in here, and I'm looking through it. Jake's not in here.
Jake.
Him no Jake.
Jake.
To build a damn bridge. RC.
Jake is planning on buying a vintage buggy.
I gotta get used to the government names. Okay. Trail critters. Gotcha.
Well, we'll see how this runs for 5 minutes.
Pardon my rudeness.
Ooh, sounds good.
I understand only half the panel knows my real name. My name is Hakeem. Pleased to meet you all.
Oh, Akeem.
Yeah.
Yellow
Hagen here, but
pudding pop.
My name is Francois.
Yes. Francois.
My name is not Jake.
Not yet.
Wow.
And I'm
Oh,
Peter.
yeah, yeah.
My name is, I gotta go.
Peter Nutcher.
Oh,
You still didn't show me all the stuff you were supposed to
Not
show
yet.
me. And no, that's what she said.
check the Beaver channel. It might be there later.
Wow. Oh, I thought we were going to look at the nice rides you had, but I forgot that wasn't Tamaya stuff. We got to catch you on the third.
That's something.
When I get the internet back out into my workshop, then I'll show it all again.
Okay.
I was telling when I first got on with Frank, Hobby Wing is going. They already have some new kits they're showing off right now. They all have Hobby Wing ESCs in them.
Maya.
Yep.
Yeah, Tamaya has.
Is
I
that
guess
how
they
you
can't get
feel
any more
tonight,
ESCs, so
Paul?
they're putting the Hobby Wings in there.
Okay.
I hope they stay that way because that's a
Secret source or
nice ESC.
Later,
Hobby
Randy.
Wing has a, what does Hobby Wing have?
Hi,
A secret tab or something?
Later, Andy.
Oh, Keegan, I gotta talk to you after hours, man.
Oh, you're in trouble
Now you did it.
Yeah.
He's gonna mouth off at you.
No, it's all good. Nothing bad.
Word.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you were playing with Sam's head.
TMI.
You're doing this with your cat.
Didn't need to hear that. Nope, not at all. Wow.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Hey, that one flew over.
I was talking about his
I have
actual
to
head, not
pick your
that
brain. You gotta pick your brain, Keegan.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Gotcha. You know, I charge when you want to use my RC Siri. I just want to let you know that, KBRC.
What's that?
You know, I charge for using my RC Siri. You know, Green Frog's RC Siri.
Oh.
Got fast fingers with Google, so.
Yeah, drop that link.
So I can't wait to do the body on this. It's going to be sweet. And I got what? I got about a month to do it. So I should be able to do it because there's going to be a lot of work on that body.
I sent my picture to
Swear,
today.
show is.
Are you talking about the hard body or the Lexan body?
It's going to be on the Lexan.
I'm gonna be 15.
The what?
I'm gonna be 15 on the 15th.
You're going to be 15 on the 15th.
15 backwards, but hey.
Uh-huh.
Good on you.
Yes.
So Jack's food in short is saying he's bored. He's yawning. I guess he's tired. So,
Oh, you have to read the rest of the chat.
oh,
That's why I'm quiet. I'm reading this and typing.
Hey, I was about to
Wow.
say you did. I think you did him just like you did me that last time.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's throwing emojis up like he's bored and yawning, and I'm like, yeah, it's the medication. Yeah, you know, Tamaya, get up out of here. And it's like, whoa, no, it's the meds from the COVID.
Yeah, well, what I find funny
And
is
the
some people are,
conversation was real like mundane, and it was like no matter what question you presented in the chat just wasn't. They was just, and it was like, yeah, this is getting kind of boring here, right here. And I guess you caught that part, and it was like, uh-oh. I got to witness what a upset Canadian is like.
He says he's yawning at Lyle.
No,
Yeah, I saw that. I understood that. Cool.
Oh yeah.
hey Frank, is there a way you can go into a site to show all the new ones that are coming out in the next 6 months or more?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. A question, inquire about is, are there more trucks coming?
That's
like
the one
Brad, let him finish.
like was you can finish it because you know the name, but looking for more trucks that are similar to the new TAMIYA. Yeah. What did you call it?
There is a new Range Rover on the CC02 coming, new Land Rover coming out on a new CC02, Frank. It's got the shorter wheelbase and it comes with LEDs, of course.
You're talking about the Land Freeder, the one with the tracks, Guru?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
It's a
about
Land
CC02.
Rover. It's a 1990 Land Rover.
I asked if that's what Guru
Yes,
was
Brad.
referring to, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the pickup, I don't think there's anything else coming that looks like a truck or pickup like that body that one has. It is a nice truck body and so on, and it has a track. And no, you cannot put the wheels on because the whole linkage of it, it's actually all on the A-arm. So you can't just take the track off and put the other thing. You got to swap the whole A-arm. So it's a big hassle to do. But the TAMIYA kits are so affordable. You could buy a regular TT02, just a chassis. You could find a used one for about $100, put wheels on it, and then you just swap the body. So track to the other one, and then you can just have fun. That's what's nice with the TAMIYA is that they are affordable, and you can actually do that very easily.
Has the Friedlander always had tracks, or did it used to have wheels?
No, it was a CC01 truck.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Oh, it also was a monster truck too, called the something Devil. Also,
yeah, it looks like. Go ahead, Brad. Sorry.
They.
Brad at a loss for words.
I'm lost for words, Lyle. I'm lost.
Hey.
What day is it?
Double entendre of blankness going in my head.
Yes, everybody time check. Brad was lost for words
November 16th.
on TAMIYA Tuesday. And we gave him the floor.
Write that shit down.
All right, I gotta put that on.
That's sweet.
End of days is coming close.
Right. So then when you say TT01, TT02, and so forth, is that the wheelbase or
That's the chassis designation.
two-wheel drive or?
No, that's the chassis designation.
Okay.
And the TT02 is extremely versatile. It's practically used on everything.
Yeah, same with TT01.
Yeah. I'm trying to find that TAMIYA site there real quick, but I can't remember which one it was that had a whole bunch of different.
What's up, Jack?
There's one called Bush Devil.
Yes, the Bush Devil was the Bush. I wanted to say Bush Devil, but I wasn't certain. But that car was on a Bush Devil, that body.
I'm gonna let that one be free for you, Brad.
Yeah.
Because I looked up and my RC Siri was going off telling you information I didn't tell it to you.
I mean, it sort of looks like an old Ford Ranger pickup is what it really looks like.
Yeah, I like the squareness of it.
So let me show you the bush level real quick. What it look like. That's the
Yeah,
bush
it's on
level.
the W.
That looks like an early 90s Ranger.
Yes, it is. It's the 90s, 2000.
So that's
On
what
a
the bush level was.
WR01 chassis, I think, or WT01, one of the two.
This was a four-wheel drive, I think.
You could have it as a four-wheel drive, but it came, I think it was a two-wheel drive.
Make the bed and then, oh.
Actually like that box art with pink and black almost.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pink and black?
It's the same chassis of that what I'm working on right now for the Brat.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it is a
not.
Brat. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. With
Yeah.
a total different suspension setup.
Yeah, it's just there's kind of a thing on top of plate, and the shock towers are much higher.
Look at that. They made the chassis slightly different just to accommodate those shocks.
Yeah.
I like those tires too. That pattern's nice.
Yeah, those suckers grab.
Yeah, that's why they're good in the snow with the Monster Beetle.
So this is the Devil 2. The Devil 2 was different. That's a completely different chassis.
Yeah, that's a completely different chassis. There was a Bush Devil 2. I did not.
Okay, I see it as black and white with
yellow with yellow accents.
Yeah, the Bush Devil 2 was way different.
Okay, that's the devil on the side.
It's not bad either.
Nerd nothing.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the other chassis, you could actually make it a dual motor. All you have to do is take what's on the rear end and get another one of those rear ends and turn it around for the front end.
Okay.
And then you had like the Dagger one and stuff like that. It's that chassis you could put an extra gearbox on if you wanted to.
We could see it's crawling over a rock. Well, sitting on a rock. We don't know if it's actually driving or not.
Yeah. Man.
There's some that truck had some. That truck had some outlandish paint schemes and decal sheets.
Rex
Frank,
up Friedlander Black Edition.
So there's Rex right there.
They also had a.
What's up, Rex RC?
There's the TD2 and the Blockhead, which Frank is waiting for.
Yes and no. I got other ones to get other than the Blockhead. It would be nice. I want to get the Porsche before that one. But they're talking about.
Those are the ones they're not selling to us here, which is upsetting.
Oh, they're only in Japan.
There's a new yellow chassis. There's a new yellow chassis for the TD4 that they're already coming out with yellow springs, and they have a pre-painted body in yellow. I hear for that one, but that chassis is yellow now too.
Well, it's a pre-painted body, but it's the same paint job as that. It just has the yellow chassis.
But the chassis is yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
The body's painted just like that on the box art, but the body or the chassis is yellow.
And look at the hop-ups already for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at all the different motors you can use in it.
Is that on yours or mine?
That's on Frank's.
Okay.
That must be coming out. That must be on the volume 2 of the catalog because they say they don't have them yet. That must be the volume 2 of one because they're showing it.
Okay. I just put in the link, the link of the Tamiya base, which is the page I'm looking at right now. If people want to go see that. There's the CC02.
And I think the Land Rover is a shorter wheelbase than the one you have, Frank.
Yeah, you can adjust a wheelbase, that's for sure. But I don't know if they talk about that Land Rover. Here's that.
The cookie thing.
Look how good that looks, even with all that the plating on it. The plating really makes a difference on that vehicle.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it does look nice for that truck. Yeah, I don't think they talk about the other one right now. Here's the tracks. That's going to be selling by itself.
Look at there.
She's going to be nice.
Yeah.
This was cool what they had. It's
Right.
not remote control, but it does advance by itself. This is another one that's coming out.
Yeah, that's the 2022 BRZ body.
More tanks. Maybe one night
There's
we'll
the-
talk just about tanks.
There's that
Saint
logo.
body. You just passed the Saint body, the Saint chassis.
This guy?
That's
No,
Back
no,
to the
go.
Future.
I'll go right there. There's that body used to have its own separate thing. It was never on a chassis. Now they made it with a chassis on the like
This
on
thing
the
is
Thunder Dragon.
so ugly, really ugly.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Well, that body now has one of those chassis now under it.
They can keep it.
It's a character car.
Mm-hmm. Is it a spaceship or something? That's pretty slick.
With different companies now making tanks in China and all that, I don't see how come a lot of people are still buying the Tamiya one, because you're looking at a lot of money for these things compared to what you get them from the other guys, the competition.
Versus, yeah, because.
But look how detailed they are, real detailed.
But
The other ones are real detailed too, Brad.
Detailed too.
They are.
That is a nice body on this one.
That's
I just wish they get rid of the
BRZ.
friggin' posts.
Right. Yeah, they need to do away with those.
Mm-hmm.
There's the grouse. Those are, you see the flat one and the grouse tracks.
Okay.
See, this is where if you change bearings, you need bearings here. You probably need 2 bearings there, 2 bearings there, 2 bearings there, bearings there. You need bearings on top here. So that's why this truck has so many bearings. And you
Over
probably
90.
need one here for the pivot also.
I think you said 92 last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the most of any RC I've ever heard of.
And you can see bearings on the top of the little wheels at the bottom.
Filthy Ghost mentioned the
Yeah,
1060.
up above that, right there, up under the skirt. That looks like a bearing where that screw is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Up under the warning
A
sign.
lot of them are in the tracks,
Yeah.
but you see the difference between the flat track and the grouse track.
Yeah.
And that statement
That's-
is because
So there you see that the grouse, which means this is it's
More
getting more
aggressive.
aggressive than this one.
right. I'm saying though, like, is that a choice I have, or
Yes.
or is it one of those things? Those are the two front and the not grouse. Okay.
Okay.
You could choose to have the grouse tracks or the flat tracks. If you want to do
Yeah.
more pavement running, you'd put the flat one on, but the grouse, you're going to be running deep in
But
God knows what. You beat the grouse tracks.
I don't think
Yeah.
you have the hardware to build both tracks. You do have the tracks, but see here, there's pins in every little tracks. And this is where this is like built like a real tank, because it is a real track. It's not a rubber band going around it.
Mm-hmm.
But this, you do have these parts are different, but I believe this part is the same as probably these.
Yeah,
Right.
but
It
you
looks
can't.
like it's just a little simple piece of
Insert.
yeah, like you're just
No,
inserting
you
every
actually
one.
You actually have the choice, from what I
Yeah.
understand. People have built it of having the grouse or the flat.
Oh, okay.
Depends
But
on
you-
which way you put them, either the reversible.
And I hear they're
Yes,
slightly
you-
rubberized.
You cannot build both of them. You got to build one track, one or the other. I don't think.
No,
you
what
can
I'm
do
saying, you
both.
have the choice to do
Yes.
one or the other in the kit.
Yes.
Right.
I hear they're slightly rubberized.
Yeah, and when Trail Critter RC gets in here, we'll be able to ask him a lot of questions about it, because he actually got one. So
Bless you. You're welcome. You didn't think I knew that was coming? That's why I said bless you.
Hey, Frank, try to see if you can find the list. Try to see if you can find the list of the ones you can put those on too, of the cars you could put on them.
well, I don't know where that list is. RC Driver talked about it on his video, but I don't think he put a list.
Yeah, he
And-
did. He did. There was a list. He showed a list briefly.
Okay, he showed the list, but did he put a link to the list? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to show his video. I'm going to get the.
Yeah, I know. I'm not asking you to show his video, but I think there is a maybe even on Tamiya base you could find the list that it can go on.
Well, that's where I'm looking right now, but I cannot see that right now.
Maybe it hasn't been
Tamiya
updated on Tamiya base yet.
Let me go see on RC Driver right now and see if he's got it in his description of the video.
Shut the front door. All this time I thought there was all Tamiya's behind you.
Well, obviously they're piquing your interest for certain vehicles.
Oh yeah. That one looks like a trail truck, and it also will look nice on the back of the trailer.
What's funny is that if you're lucky, you might be able to get all those decals. You could choose the decal sets you wanted for it.
What decals?
The ones that you show that body used on its various iterations.
Oh yeah, I won't be doing box art.
You are?
No.
Oh.
I never do box art.
There's the Range Rover.
Land
Rover.
Land Rover. Heard.
You could tell it's a shorter wheelbase, Frank.
I don't know if that's a shorter body wheelbase. I think it's a different body more than anything, but I think there's wheelbase. I'd have to look at the specs.
Cute. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Is that a hard body? That's Lexan.
No,
that's Lexan with hard body pieces. And it comes with LEDs.
Not a lot of part on this. See view full.
Four-wheel drive electric.
It doesn't even talk about wheelbase. What I hate is some of the specs and some of the info of this is not even available on the Tamiya site, but it is on this site.
You know what he said on the thing? He says he wishes that they could have made the tires that it came with much softer, so that it would have been a lot better.
That's my truck.
So the tracks are compatible with the TT02 and the 1, but there's a star.
CC01.
CC01, CC02, GF01,
CB,
TR, G601, TR also, and 2, and the WR02.
Okay, I got a question. What are the letters?
Different.
Those are the chassis designations.
Yeah.
And look, as you see, so we'll show so separately the 35 turn motor. Jake thought that it came with a decent motor, so you know it's an aftermarket, so it's close to a $50 motor.
I think Hakeem was actually asking if the letters actually meant something. Does the T stand?
Yeah, like the TT, the CC, GF.
There was a post about that a little while ago I saw on there, and there was a guy that was actually explaining it. It made a lot of sense, but I forget. The T is for tub chassis. It's a tub. CC, I'm not sure. I can't remember what it is.
Nothing, say less. I just wanted to know, like, was it something specific? Because like Brad will get excited. He TT01, 2, 3, 4, CC05, and it's like, what is it?
T07, T06.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what is the TTs and all of that?
It's totally tubular and crazy cool.
And
it's almost like talking about a SCX-10-1, SCX-10-2, SCX-10-3. It's just a different platform. It's just a different series of cars that are built differently with different chassis.
Gotcha. Okay.
That you wouldn't believe how many chassis they've had in their over 40 years of their company. They've had they got to RC. There are so many different chassis. It would blow your mind.
More bodies though.
And just out of curiosity,
lots of bodies.
What's your favorite? And that's to the Tamiya lovers. What's your favorite chassis?
Probably that
I haven't had the TT01 or TT02. I can't really formulate that because I haven't used or had all their chassis before.
I can easily say the semi.
Yeah,
the semi.
My TL01 I really liked a lot, and I like the FFs and the M's.
the one I think the one that you see every time and it's so easy to get the parts on and things like that. One of my favorite has to be the TTO2. For a simple reason is it's been there for years. You can get all kind of different hop ups for it. And if ever you break an arm or you break something, they're so easy to get and they're very cheap to replace also because it's readily available everywhere for the TTO1 or TTO2. So
I do have to say this, the TTO2 has got to be their most versatile chassis they've ever made.
Yeah, you said that. That's why I was kind of like thinking you were going to say the TTO2 was your favorite.
The other
No, I've never
chassis
had one.
the other chassis I like is the M class, which they call M for mini class. So it's a shorter wheelbase and not as wide.
Would
So
that be the G5s and the Benz trucks that you run?
Mini Cooper. I
Those
think.
are CCs.
Yeah, it's Mini Cooper, my Chrome one, my Mini Cooper for this guy here. This guy,
For this one,
this guy, or that one that he's got there.
There's another thing. Guru, the M05s are front wheel drive M chassis. The even numbers are the rear wheel drive chassis.
yep.
And then you go to the MF01Xs, which is the four wheel drive version of the minis.
Okay.
So like Brad said, they used to have an MO1. I have not seen that. MO2, MO3. I have a MO3, MO5, and an MO6. So I
My
am
buddy
kind
already
of-
has all of them up
Oh,
to
yeah?
this. He's got up to 6.
And the chassis are built in such a way in the gearing that they're quick, no matter.
they're
what you
very
put
quick
in.
little cars.
They're quick no matter what you put in them.
And Brad is saying, like Brad was saying, the front wheel drive are the uneven numbers.
Yeah, 1357.
Are all front wheel drive, and if you want a rear wheel drive. One thing I hate about Tamiya that they do sometime, which is weird, they're very scale people. But one thing that they do is they don't scale the drivetrain of a truck or a kit.
Yeah.
Like this, the Isuzu Brat that I'm building, this is a 2-wheel drive. Well, the Isuzu Brat is all-wheel drive. It's a
They did have versions of it that were 2-wheel drive only.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I thought they were all four-wheel drive standard
Nope.
on the Brats.
I didn't either until I started looking into them. And they did have versions that were 2-wheel drive. They were more for a fleet vehicle, like for a downtown police force or something like that. Because back in the day, it was a smaller vehicle compared to everything else. And they did have just a small amount of them made that were 2-wheel drive.
And just recently, they came out with a pre-painted love bus. They call it with all the
I saw that bus, yeah.
Flowers.
But they put it on an
it was
MO5
a
chassis.
bus.
They put on an MO5. That's a front-wheel drive. Everybody knows that the VW bus is actually rear-wheel drive.
I'm
And
about
they
to
made
say
one
that's
with
not
rear-wheel
scaled
drive.
to the actual
They
car,
did make
though.
one with rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, they
Because
do
Jake
have
has
another kit that it's not pre-painted, but that one is rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Same with the Miata body, the new Miata body. That's they put that in front-wheel drive. I'm like, why did you do that? That car is so well known. Why would you not put it on a rear-wheel drive chassis? I don't understand that.
Yeah, the Miata got released, and that one was on a front-wheel drive MO5, and it should have been on an MO6. I have no idea what they're thinking of when they release those, because to me, it's so easy for them to say, no, we'll put this body shell on the MO6 and sell it. Instead of
You know,
the
was another
MO5.
thing. There was a problem with an MF01X2, their more recent rally Escort one from Europe, the Europe Escort.
Hey.
That's supposed to be a rear-wheel drive car, and they have it on a four-wheel drive platform.
Well, for rally, a lot of places would convert the vehicles to 4-wheel drive, Brad.
Yeah.
So that's not a big issue. If you're
Some
going for
people
more
always-
like the scale bit for like the bus and all that, yes, it is an issue.
Well, you know, the people in Britain had an issue with it because they complained about it. So they should have been on a rear-wheel drive platform because they had that car.
Yeah.
Sean's RC Adventure says the best Tamiya is one in the bin.
Or semi.
He's got a
Or
few.
a semi. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Tamaya. He's
One
playing
for
with Tamayas right now. What's
He's
up,
got a couple of them now.
haulers. Mm-hmm.
I only got two.
Trail crawler? What's up, Dan?
Actually, he's only got one semi that's a Tamaya. The other
No,
one's
I'm saying-
Hercules.
Are you talking
I'm
about
saying
Sean?
Tamaya-
Is Sean here?
Yeah,
I'm saying
Sean's in the
Tamaya
chat.
in general.
Yeah,
He
well,
just
he
wants
doesn't
to
have
bust
the,
my balls. He just wants to bust my balls. I don't think he truly feels that terrible about them.
He might.
Yeah, I think he's trying to bust your balls. Yes.
No, I think he might actually think that.
No, he also said the Clodbuster was worth having too. So
I've only
Well,
ever
it's
seen
just
one
like
grab
it's just like he had that nice pickup that he got,
The Highlander.
Yeah.
the high lift, and he had the 3-speed transmission, which he took out because he didn't like. There's a lot of things the suspension didn't like, and he's converted everything but kept only the body and a couple of other
and the
things.
drive shafts. He kept the drive shafts. He loves their drive shafts on that vehicle, and he used
So-
it. He hooked it up to everything. He hooked it up to whatever he changed into. He got them to all fit those things. He said the drive.
I
They make
actually
really
wish they
good
would have used those on the semi trucks instead of what they do with the dog bone.
Yeah.
Universal.
But I find for you to really like or enjoy that 3-speed transmission, I guess you have to think of the truck, or that technology is very old. Like it's been like over 20 years that this transmission was actually invented, and they're still selling it. They did not make it any new ones or anything like that. They're still selling that same thing. That's what I find is cool about that
They were
truck.
innovative.
Back then, yes, but to me,
well engineered. It wasn't an invention.
yeah, it was well engineered, but to me, they should come out with something even better nowadays. Like, and
It would be nice, yes.
4-speed transmission that's high up in the belly for
They
people to
kind
crawl.
of been doing it slowly. Like they've came out with the CCO2. They came out with the tracks. So they are slowly coming out with stuff, but I find that they're very slow to come out with new stuff compared to the other companies.
I want to see a on-road car that has a clutch system designed like a Skidoo.
Snowmobile.
I bet you they could make one.
1-speed clutches.
The CV.
Well, you know how the I don't know the terminology properly, but in the Skidoo clutch that are in the, I don't know if you call it maybe the transmission assembly or something, but there's the metal V's that go in and out, and that causes the belt to get larger and
The
smaller.
constant velocity transmission.
A CVT.
Constant velocity transmission, CVT.
Ah, all right. Yeah, that.
They, you know, maybe for what we know, because I'm sure they keep it close to the vest. For what we know, they've probably been working on one of those for years, for what we know.
Yeah, no more years.
Or they're just about to start.
Yep. Well, that would certainly, if they came out with a transmission like that in the RC industry, they would blow everybody away in the sense of what technology that was.
Has anyone made an on-road that's MOA?
Yes, but they could do it with an off-road.
Boy, there's lots of off-road MOAs, but I'm talking on-road.
Yeah, the MO8's an on-road.
In a sense, they kind of do. If you, I mean, some vehicles, the way the motor mounts, especially like pan cars, you could consider it like an MOA type setup since it's mounted right there and it's a direct drive. It just doesn't have a housing all around it.
Well, an MOA would be true 2 motors on the axle, right?
Each
you mean
axle.
for
MOA
dual
is
motor
motor
setup?
on axle.
Yeah, that's why it's MOA, it's motor on axle, so it can't be done with a single motor. I'm talking like a motor on each axle.
Like the Clodbuster.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. What some people
That's
do in
an
the actual
interesting-
Electric?
That's an interesting
Are you
idea.
speaking of electric?
Yeah.
or they could have a drive system that has clutch systems at the hubs.
If you're speaking of electric, they already have an RC car that has a motor on each tire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it would be also be cool is they could also do a clutch pack system on all the hubs. That'd be cool too.
What was the first Tamiya?
Oh, the XR311 was one of their first ones, but I think their first one was a Porsche on-road pan car.
I think it was Porsche. We went all through that when we went through the history of Tamiya last year or the year before.
They've been
I
doing it
forget.
since
Sorry, I
'76.
wasn't.
No, I know.
I was-
Well, there's that 45th anniversary car, isn't that the one that?
They've been there for the first that was in '76. That is the earliest car they made is '76 for RC.
Isn't that
I was
45th anniversary
surreptitiously
car, though?
bringing it back to Tamiya because we were getting off subject.
Oh,
So the 45th anniversary car isn't the first one they made? They had
No,
another Porsche.
I think it's a 40. Isn't it a 40 or more than 40?
Now, what chassis is that on? The TTO1 or the TTO2 or the CCO1?
No, they're putting it on I think they're putting on a TAO chassis. And it's a short wheelbase version of it.
Best thing for you to do, Guru, for learning the chassis for Tamiya, you can go and there's a listing of them and you can just look at them and see which one catches your
just
eye.
shooting the bull, bro. It's TAMIYA Tuesday. Just keeping it.
He's asking
The
questions to
ideas
learn
though for
about
offline,
Tamiya.
that's all.
Yeah.
The
When I go searching online and I'm not really into the RC, somehow it always winds up on Russia Lit. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but
so Guru,
have to erase my YouTube history after I'm done.
Now I'm speechless again.
Oh shit, twice in 12. Oh, I'm definitely playing the number.
John, how many times has that happened to you when you've been at Brad's?
He hasn't
What's
been to
that?
my house yet.
I
Oh.
said, John,
Oh,
John, not
open
me.
your ears. So how many times has it happened with him when you're there,
Well, he loses where he is.
where he's
Yeah.
speechless?
Where he's
John,
quiet.
it's not that often. Don't be honest. It's not that often.
So
It was. I forgot what the hell we were talking about, but he was and I just finished the sentence because I knew the answer.
so the
Word in edgewise, that's good.
So you guys Guru asked, when was it? It's the first radio control car released by Tamiya was a Porsche 934 in 1976.
Yep.
The body was based upon an existing 1/12 scale static kit that Tamiya had already been manufacturing.
They
And
put it
they
out
That's
for
why the
sold,
XR11, the XR311 was the same way.
and they sold over 100,000 units in the first year.
Sweet.
Cool. And then the second one was the Lamborghini Countach.
And then
On
they
those cars, yes.
So they
It's
were
amazing they've
basically on
been on
road
that long.
starting out.
and then they had that sidecar motorcycle called the B2B.
I'd like to get a hold of one of those.
I was about to say that sounds like something I'd like to get a hold of and not take out the box.
Yeah,
The big
but I'd have to
2B.
build it.
You would build it. You would build it, Brett.
Oh, yeah.
And you probably do a box art too. You do a box
I don't
art
know.
too.
I don't know. Box art's okay, but I can think of some better paint schemes.
torture Brad, if nothing else.
That thing actually that looked like that thing handled really well with 3 wheels. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it running.
Yeah, I have too. They're cool.
What you said?
You would think there were 4 wheels under the way that was moving around.
At first, yes. Then I realized what it was. I was like, oh crap.
Those were back then. Those are some sleek motorcycles.
So here's the kit that was released.
Okay. They did a re-release on that too, I'm pretty sure.
They did a re-release of the Jägermeister, yes.
Yeah. So
Not
then they
familiar.
got
Sand Scorcher and
remember that
Buffalo.
one.
Lunchbox.
I remember the lunchbox.
The Avante.
Did not see that one. I remember the.
I would love to have the
Hornet.
Avante.
Right.
Read
Hornet.
more.
Because it was the Hornet and the Grasshopper I used to stare at.
Yeah, I think I saw that one on TV when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I saw it every other weekend in the
Oh.
window of the hobby.
I didn't
shop.
know it was from Tamiya though. I thought it was from Radio Shack. Pretty sure.
Hey,
I didn't know there was a Tamiya back then. I just saw it.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Tamiya. Tamiya was always affordable. I was not going to get a
Molly.
Tamiya. I was going to get a
Molly
Radio
girl.
Shack Tyco version
Yeah.
that was
Radio
only
Shack,
gonna last
Tyco,
5
Nico,
minutes.
something along those lines.
Yeah, yeah, it
Untitled
was only
Chapter,
gonna
whatever
last
it was.
5 minutes. And once I got some carpet hair up in there, it was over with.
Yep.
Yep.
They definitely underperformed for sure.
the
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm smoking today.
Wow.
He's all confuzzled.
He's flabbergasted. Oh my God, they're asking about TAMIYA for real, and they're interested. So much information.
There's
Danger.
Yeah, pop a fuse.
Oh, Frank, there's also the Toyota version of the BRZ.
Oh, that
the
is slick.
86.
What is that?
I put the link in the chat, so if ever you want to go, and I'll try to put it in the bottom of the video here. This is their history of radio control RC car. So it's not just Tamiya, it's everybody else. It's
talking
cool.
about the.
Go ahead. What did we say?
I was about to say it was talking about the Italian dude.
Okay.
Other cars maybe.
Or just electric.
No, this is a gas one here that they had, and these are the rope one. You put them on the rope and it goes in a circle.
Yeah,
these are cool to actually watch. They're really neat.
Oh, I would love to get hold of one of those.
People converted those. People converted those too to RC.
And see, this is what basically started it. You had a small little gas engine, and you had them on a rope, and it just went in circles. That was kind of cool.
Look at that suspension on that thing.
Good planes like that too, on a rope.
Yeah, I had one of them.
That's nuts. Look at that. Double wishbones front and back.
Yeah. Here's
Wow.
another one.
Sweet.
It's really interesting what they had in the past. Like here's a 1969-71.
Don't want to get hit with one of those suckers.
No.
Man, that's sharing whatever it hits off.
Yeah, but those aren't the scale you're interested. But I guess because they're vintage, you'd be wanting them. I'm talking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information when you go vintage RC and you try to look at the history of Tamiya and Kyosho and a bunch of other little companies that were out there.
Believe it or not, Nico's been around since '60.
Nico, yeah. Then there's Radio Shack that made some, but I think it was kind of a.
But Nico is strictly NICAD though, isn't it?
For a long time.
Yeah.
And then the nickel metal hydrides came out in the 90s and 2000s.
RC Mass Masters, right? Tesla did have remote control cars way back in the day. The inventor, Tesla.
Yeah. He did have electric stuff.
Remote control boats, I think they were really.
I didn't even know what's up RCM and them. I didn't know he was in the building.
Tesla built anything he thought he wanted to do.
Oh yeah, he had a great mind, for sure.
Terrible businessman though.
Oh yeah, he didn't put it out there and patent it and let everybody know that he made it. Everybody stole his ideas and.
Yeah, him and Bell were really adversaries.
Edison, yeah.
And technically, I think Tesla was smarter than Bell.
Oh, Edison, yeah.
Just not financially.
What?
Just not financially.
Yep.
It's just not financially.
Kevin Gibbs says they still run string cars and boats. Yes, they do. And they have land speed record also. Like those things, when you're watching it on the video or you actually hear it because you cannot really see it, you hear it, shoo, 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 and you.
I think
It's
they're over
just,
200, aren't they?
yeah.
The record for RC is 202 that I'm aware of, unless Talbot beat that from what I understand. I don't know if he did 203. I don't know.
No, I
Yes,
think
yeah.
different class because those are considered a tether RC, and then
Tethered.
straight line is a
Yeah,
different class.
Tethered, yes.
I think the tethered ones might even close to 300. They're crazy.
I'll Google it and find out.
Well, you must get dizzy, huh?
No, it's pretty small area.
Amazing that the tether didn't break with the amount of
There was a lot of experiments.
and that weight that was accumulating at the end.
I imagine there was a lot of experiments to find the right cable or wire or whatever they use.
Yeah.
Imagine how far that RC would fly when it broke.
Hey, where'd it go? Oh, I found it in another county.
I'm gonna look that up later. RC tether fails.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be scary.
We're still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, didn't 1320 video have a little bit about it one time when they were going to some event?
I saw something too, several years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
that
think-
long ago.
No, I think one night we were going over the history of RCs or something like
Yeah.
that. And I think
Yeah,
it was
that's
there.
what I saw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There, see, you see the arm here, that's where the rope is actually attached. This thing looks like a bullet. It's really neat how the
Yeah,
cars look.
like the silver bullet.
Notice how they got the tubes at the gas tank to help force the fuel into the motor?
That would definitely be a.
With the way it's spinning, it would have forced it just on that stuff alone.
Mhm.
Oh, to the outside of the car.
But this one is like traveling over 200 miles an hour. I'll put that in the chat also.
That's all
People want to go see it.
Tethered car flies several miles because tether
But
broke.
see, even the kids are blocking their ears because this thing is just like
Loud.
very
they're
loud
loud.
and traveling very fast. It's very interesting to see them go, that's for sure. It's not something I want to go get into, but I probably go watch it, but not be in it.
No.
But
I
just
don't want
imagine
to-
you could take that chassis, make it you could make it RC.
Somewhat.
It's crazy.
Evening, Dominic. Sean said he has a world record, but forgot to record it.
LOL. Sure, Sean, sure.
Damn camera. Battery dies on you.
Damn GoPro.
Yeah. Blame it on the GoPro.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different documentary or documents or things on the internet that says how tether RC racing works, and there's a whole bunch of different stuff, rules you got to go by, and but I don't think Tamiya got into the tethered RC unless they had it before the radio control. But it's interesting to see the first radio control box. Like we've talked about that a while back, about how that box looked. It was very interesting.
Transmitter itself.
Interesting is that the closest to the tethering they had was a remote control where you had a wire from a controller into the vehicle.
Those are the kind of
Those are
those
the
are the kind
educational
that
series. Those are the educational series.
turn and reverse kind.
Yeah. Or it actually had full function, but it had a wire hooked to it.
I should do that for a trail run. Go completely old school. Design a truck and remote that does all wires. And I have to run with the truck all the time.
Just tie a string.
Hey, NASA still does it today when they're trying to
it'd be easier.
NASA still does it.
248.
NASA still does it. I wasn't had took up the test parts.
A lot of the robotics got to have tethers still.
It's 248.55 miles per hour or /400 kilometers. and that would be the fastest tethered RC car,
Oh, yeah.
and that was last year.
Oh,
There's
okay.
one thing that GCM Racing did one year, and I found it was a great idea, and I think I'm going to do that event next year. I got to remember it. But you basically have two drivers, and you tie the two trucks together with a rope, but one in the rear, one in the front. And in the middle of that rope, you put a magnet. And you got to do the whole trail without breaking connection of the magnet.
Oh,
2 magnets. Probably 2 magnets, right? I would assume.
Yeah, 2 magnets. So as long as the 2 magnets stays together, and who goes the farthest wins and the fastest.
good.
So that should be
What would the prize
interesting
be?
to actually do.
Yes.
What would the prize be?
$200.
2 magnets.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's enough to buy
That's what I was looking for.
maybe
That
a
would work.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap prize giver.
They got to do the whole thing on video or something though to keep them honest.
But yes, that's true. You need a marshal, that's for sure.
I was about to say you would have a marshal following them, just like if they hit the gate.
Be Frank.
Yeah, good idea. Keeping points and everything. Yep.
Yeah.
It's Frank who does it.
Well, that's why I did my beat the clock. Is I have team 1, and that's how I would do it. Also, I would do it teams, but then team 1 would race with the rope, but then team 2 would marshal that team, and then when they finish, then team 1 marshals the other team.
Right.
And that's what I did for beat the clock, because no matter what, people cheat, people forget, they keep their scorecard in their pocket and they go, oh, I'll write it later. And then they go, okay, I hit how many gates again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did they really? Did they not? I don't know. So, and the bonus gates. Oh yeah, how many bonus gates is there? 8? Yeah, I did them all, but maybe they missed 1 or 2. So that's why having a marshal is very important. But when you have 50 people there, I can't afford to pay 50 guys to marshal or find 50 volunteers to stand around and marshal. So that's why it's better for me to do the team 1 marshals team 2, and then they alternate at the end.
That's the idea in a
They
lot of
take
races
turns.
too.
They take turns.
Yeah.
I think racing, they're supposed to do that too. Once you're done on the stands, you're supposed to go marshal or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of times though they have to call the names out.
Right. Drag
Oh,
their
yeah.
asses out of the pits and stuff.
Yeah, no, and I get it, but my whole thing is if you know you are physically not able to, then you should have someone with you who is physically able to stand in your place. That's the only fair thing.
Right.
Mhm.
Everybody.
And,
Plays their part.
and one thing at beat the clock, somebody had a truck and his truck broke down, but he had a second spare truck that when he checked in had the same scale points, in other words, but it was almost the same truck, but it was a different company. So he comes to me, goes, my truck is broken. Can you fix it? He goes, no. So then he says, can I use this one? I go, usually you can't swap trucks, but because the 2 trucks are like same tire size, same everything, I said, yes, go ahead. Like, this is just for fun. Go ahead and continue. So they continue. So, but like
That was
the other
also your
team-
discretion too, so.
Yes, it was my discretion. But the other team, what they said is, well, we stopped the clock at the trail when he broke down. And I looked at them, I go, no, you should have kept the clock going, because it's as if you're broke down in the trail and you have to fix your truck now.
Right.
So you got to fix your truck as fast as you can. The clock is ticking. So then the guy go, okay, so I'll restart the clock now. I go, yes, do that. So he restarted the clock. So then he put the batteries in the new one and they went all the way back to the trail. So they took longer to actually do the event, but didn't have a choice. The truck broke down.
You did have a
Yeah.
detriment, right? Changing trucks at least.
Yeah.
That's good. They were asking how long the rope is. Wolsty asked how long the rope would be.
That looks like 50 feet.
What?
It might be a little long for the
Well-
magnet rope.
No,
Well-
we're talking about magnet. If you put a 2 rope and you go follow the car.
Oh, the person was wondering about the tether, how long the tether was to that vehicle.
It all depends on how big the track is, probably.
Yeah.
It bet it's between 30 and 50 feet.
Yeah, if it's a
we can
50-foot
see
circle,
that.
the tether's got to be roughly 25 feet.
Don't know.
Let me know when
But I'm thinking maybe 16 to 24 inches maybe would be a good length for having the two trucks follow each other.
Yeah, because it's got, when they both crest over a hill or something, you don't want the magnet to pull apart.
Yeah.
Better use some really strong magnets.
And what if somebody goes up a hill, the other one has to follow him, and like you got to make sure you play tandem together.
Yep.
And I guess we could say if the magnet comes off, then you lose points. So put them back together and try the thing again. So it goes by how many times did you come apart. Now I have to come up with a name for that event. What would be a good name for that?
Rope-a-dope.
Rope-a-dope?
Tag along.
I'm stuck on you. Don't know.
Here you go. Ball and chain.
Ball and chain?
Even though it's not an actual ball and chain.
But what about strung up?
No.
Magneto challenge.
The stuck on you challenge.
No, that sounds too
Something about
safe.
traction, maybe.
Your mic is off. Your mic is off, Guru. You said something.
Yeah, you're muted, Guru. Oh, he's on call.
Because he's gonna glue his magnets.
He's talking to somebody else. He's ignoring us.
Right, talking to the wife.
Yeah.
He's plagiarizing your video is what he's doing.
Yeah, he's
Talking to a
recording my
little one.
video, streaming it and showing off to other people.
Streaming live.
Yeah. Cool.
Mr. Jake showed up. Jake, we need you in the panel. We need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, we need to talk to you about that truck you're building.
my daughter just came in from work.
Oh,
Okay.
she doesn't understand your fascination with RC cars, I bet.
Yes, she does.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Everyone in the family knows.
They tell you to grow up.
No.
John's having fun building that
And
trailer.
the wife,
Did you not
wife,
see my wife's face when she opened that box up?
yeah, she was so surprised. No, she's just as hooked as you are.
More.
More.
I told you we were going to the RC store to just get paint.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I turned around and it's like, okay, well, what color pink is it? And it's like, well, where'd you go? Oh, I can't find you. Hold on. Well, I'm just gonna grab all these pinks and come over. And she was just sitting up there rubbing it. Like, this is a nice truck. What is
And
this?
now she has it.
It was like, are you serious?
Here's something for you. The elf just sent someone a USA 1, a new one. That's got to be the most expensive truck he's given to someone.
Wicked.
I'm still waiting for info from him.
There's nitro and electric version. I'm sure they're slightly different.
Yeah, they've
price.
got both.
I heard that, AZ.
They're 600 and something bucks, I think, right around.
Oh.
basically.
550.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's probably
What
the
the
most
electric
expensive vehicle he's given to someone.
beat me.
Yeah, the Trax is 550 or something like that.
No, it was 520.
520.
Sean's RC Adventure says Trail Critter joined the Radio Shack Club. He's had a Tamiya for a long time.
Yeah,
He's
got a
working
couple
on
of-
a Tamaya right now. He's working on the one I want.
Yeah.
Oh, the wrecker.
I think he's only driven his Volkswagen once, he said, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
he's
at the
got the
video,
Clod
it's
Buster.
10 cents.
He's got the Clodbuster too, though.
He's got the Clodbuster, an original one, I believe.
He's got an MO6.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the bus.
the Volkswagen.
No, Master, she wasn't saying my precious, but I did catch her the other day with it in the bed.
Are you serious?
She was just looking at it and she like, yeah, I think I want to change the tires. And I'm like, oh, we in the bed with it, huh? Oh, okay.
Now it's getting stereo.
Okay.
She wants more lights.
She's in the bed.
And she wants more lights, I bet, too.
Yeah, she wants the light kit, the sound kit, and some different tires.
She wants another $300 worth of stuff.
Basically.
Oh, it goes fast. Well, Christmas is coming. That's what's good with it.
Yes.
You can use half interiors in those too. They work pretty nice.
The interiors.
Yeah, like those plastic Lexan ones, you can use those. They look decent.
Is she a decent painter and do?
What are you trying to say, Brad? You want to paint your Tamiya clutch?
No, I was wondering if she painted, as she attempted to do stuff like that with cars.
No. She's on the I have a husband, he can do it policy.
Honeydew list.
I just had a feeling she may have an artsy side to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, for you to have an RC side, I think you have to have be crafty with your hands, because you need to repair, you need to fix stuff, you need to be creative to modify stuff. If you're not handy with your hands, then that's not a very good hobby for you. Unless you buy ready to run all the time.
Brett said arts, ARTSY. Didn't you, Brett?
I know that some women whose husbands sometimes they want to paint the bodies for them.
You said artsy, not RC, right, Brett?
Yeah.
No, I said artsy. Yes, artsy.
Okay. Yeah.
Mr.
Well,
Jake,
she's crafty.
your mic is still off.
Not bad.
So what point are you with the build right now?
I am assembling these guys.
Perfect.
Cool.
I only got one done so far.
I guess, Dennis, you saying you can't be seen?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too.
Now, the instruction on the track, do you have enough material to build the two types of track, or only one type of the track?
That is a good question. I haven't even opened those bags yet.
But it should be in the manual.
Let's find out.
Got a point, it should be.
Should be.
Doesn't mean it will be.
I should have tried pulling the manual off the Tamiya website too.
Where is that?
Still far ahead.
Brandon says he makes RC work with no working hands.
Sean, which one?
It's true. Work with what you got.
Which track are you going to build?
I haven't decided yet, to be honest. I was actually kind of curious.
I thought you said you wanted to do the grouse tracks.
Yeah. I was wondering how easy it would be to change them.
No, Kevin Gibbs.
Be nice if you just pull a pin and flip the track around and put the pin back in, you know?
Yeah, it looks like it's one or the other.
Kevin, you talking to the plug right now. Brandon, the plug.
Well, Jake, I know that you're the type of person who wants the most traction from your vehicles, and that means you would probably go with the grouse track. It's just logical for me to think you would do that.
Yeah, depends, I guess, where I'm going with it.
For the snow and all that, because snow is coming, I think the
Grouse
tracks.
Bro, yeah.
You know, the TRX4 without the aggressive tracks is kind of sad.
Yeah.
You could, what Jake's going to do, he's going to go to the places he usually haunts with his crawlers, and he's going to go run it in the snow in those areas.
Or stockade.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be a very good crawler, but yeah.
But the snow will be lifting it up over those rocks anyways.
Yeah. So to answer your question, it is one or the other. You got to pick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those front diff and rear diff are not locked, right? They're all
They're open, but they give you where did I put it? They give you putty.
Oh, they give you putty.
Yeah.
You lock so you just put it in the gearbox and lock it up.
Yeah.
And that's probably what you're going to do.
Already done.
Already done. What
Already
color
done.
was the putty?
It's black.
Okay.
and you did lock the front and rear?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And what is that? What purpose would that serve?
To lock up the diffs.
Yeah.
Okay, locking the diffs means right now, like I have this, when you turn the wheel here, the other one turns the reverse. So
Right.
it's like a real car. In other words, I can hold this one and this one still spins. So that means it's a limited slip differential.
I mean,
It's open.
Open diff.
when you lock it, if you turn this wheel, the other one is going to turn exactly the same way. That's how your crawler is. Your crawler actually has locked diff, which means yeah, posi. So in other words, when you turn one wheel, both of them turn at the same time.
Your wife's TRX4 can do that.
That's better for crawlers, because crawlers, when you start crawling on a rock, and if something gets caught, it's going to uncatch itself. But if it's open, this one's going to get caught, and then this one is just going to spin in nowhere and go nowhere.
Right.
Well, for the turn radius, it's good to be open.
Your wife's TRX4 guru can do both.
Yeah, she can unlock, lock. I think she can lock one or lock or the other. I think it does all that.
Yeah,
she needs to learn to use the keys on there like that.
Okay, Brad, just be quiet a little bit. Guru did want to say something.
I had her hold out on doing that because I want to read the manual first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then then the purpose of you locking the diffs on that is
I've locked everything.
I'm just asking because
all my
I'm gonna
stuff.
sneak that in somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I guess the MO6 isn't locked up.
Yeah, for the purpose that you're going to use that, then you probably are going to try crawling with it, go on rocks and go.
No, it's like mostly trailing, and basically I like the look of it, so I might trail and play in the snow around the house, like on the back deck and in the backyard. But if I took it out on the trail, it would be like Dennis's cross truck, where it never touches the dirt. I just thought since he was in the chat throwing blows.
Good for you. Good for you.
I couldn't find a commutator oil today. I was looking for that, by the way.
You look in the left place.
Pretty sure they told you not to use oil on the commutator to get a polishing rod, ideally.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go get just a white eraser.
Yep.
But I'll probably use the eraser on it after it's gone through some uses.
Yeah.
Well, just like me, I got a couple motors that are rebuildable, and I bought new brushes for it, and I'm about to put the brushes in there. Then there's a local guy here. He says, don't put the brush in it. Before putting the brush, there's a lot of work you got to do with it. You got to clean it. You got to do a lot of work to it before just slapping new brushes if you want it to last. So I've been after him now for 2 years to try to, okay, do it for me. But he lives way on the other side and we can never get back together. So the motor's still sitting there waiting for him to do it. And I've been buying other motors meanwhile, but I still have it. One of these days I'll get it done.
I just bought another Trinity, but a 15 turn, just like the 17 turn, but it's a 15 turn.
Which one of those G-Wagons would be able to pull the one that Jake is making on a trailer?
Freelander.
The CCO2?
The two G-Wagons, the two wagons that are behind Frank.
Yes.
Oh.
Which one of those is strong enough to pull what Jake is making on a trailer? Just across the trails, like not over no big rocks or anything, just
both of them can do it
equal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neither one comes with a trailer hitch, I doubt.
And the MFO1X has a shorter wheelbase.
Oh, I got trailer hitches. I can mod it.
The one that's probably more capable right now probably would be this one, the G500, because it's a CCO2, and I locked the front and rear diffs.
Okay.
So it can pull better. So in other words, if it gets a little bit in a bad spot, it's still going to pull. This one, I believe everything is unlocked. Or I just locked the rear, I think, and the front is unlocked.
Okay.
How's
But
this
you
suspect
could,
on
you
heavier
could just put
duty?
the putty in the front.
Yeah, well, there's a special plastic piece that you put instead to lock the diffs on that one.
Oh, I didn't know that the MF01 had lockable pieces that they came with.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Oh, there's
You-
his buddy.
I remember when you built it and chose whether or not to put it in.
you know, Frank, you should put it in one day and see what it does on the trails with it both locked.
You gotta say
I-
something, Trail Critter, when you do that.
Oh, yeah, it's just
There you go.
black,
So now you big. Yeah,
black putty.
got you.
There you go. Yeah. Nothing special.
Cool.
So Jake,
That's like JB Weld. Hardens
look
up.
at her.
I don't think it hardens up.
I've heard people
It
using
just
silly
makes it
putty.
so everything just
Yeah,
stays together.
Just
It doesn't
jams
move.
everything together.
yeah.
I was gonna say the silicone earplugs that you use for swimming also work too.
Yeah. I've used those before.
But coming back
Silicone
to
earplugs. Oh.
Like 20 million weight diff fluid or something.
Yeah.
Silicone earplugs.
coming back to Brad's comment, saying to me I should open it up and lock the diffs to see actually how it performs. I have so many trail trucks that to me it's just a waste of time. I'd rather just take the CCO2 out and
I'm just saying,
keep this for on road and have fun taking a walk with it and just
Well,
doing different things. So
I just thought you should just be curious just to see what it would do.
I know how basically it would react kind of, but
Be somewhere around the CCO1, wouldn't it?
probably.
Yeah, just go straight really well.
Yeah. Reduce turning radius.
So Brad, Sean has a question for you.
Uh-oh.
What do you call 20 Tamiyas at the bottom of the ocean?
Oh my God. I'm not gonna even entertain that. He's
That's the
just
same
gonna
as the
call
lawyer
it-
joke. A good start.
That's good. Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
Oy, oy, oy.
Pum pum.
You guys are bad.
Right, to me,
Sean
it's
is, not me.
Everyone
Yeah, but-
chip in and get Sean a
What are you doing, cat?
micro crawler for Christmas.
24
Oh.
scale.
Oh, there's a TR, the four-wheel
Actually,
drive,
it's
whatever that is. They
24.
just came out with a #2 version of their 24 scale.
Oh, the TF2.
Yeah, the TF2
Four-wheel drive.
124. There's a 2 now it's a second one, second version.
Actually, leaf spring.
I don't
No,
think
it's not. It's
Yes,
not.
Brandon, my wife is right there with you.
No, they said they changed the suspension on it, and they also did something strange with the wheels. They made an oddball size, but the tires looked really good on it. They're real knobby,
it's hard body. I'm pretty sure.
and of course it's a Toyota,
Yeah.
old Hilux body.
Must be talking about the new TF2 24 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Maya
everyone's
make a
saying
24
it's a
scale?
little lackluster.
Yes.
That's what I'm too.
Yes, they do make a 24 scale at that. They have one called the Mad Mud, which is like old Suzuki Jimny. And they have the lunchbox, the mini lunchbox. It has a little strut suspension on it. So the springs are right on right where the hubs are. And it has four-wheel steering and four-wheel
Let's
drive.
chip in and get Sean that for Christmas. Two birds with one stone, a Tamaya and a micro.
Yeah, it has four-wheel steering and four-wheel drive, those particular models.
Gonna be cool. He's gonna run over with his big truck over them.
He would build it just to do that. That's what he would do.
And those are kits, I believe, eh? You build them.
Yes, they are kits.
A 24 scale kit?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a 24 scale kit.
No, thank you.
That's not bad, man. 132nd is where or 124th is where I draw the line. I've done a Orlando, the 132nd, never again.
The Hunter, I thought the
Nice.
Hunter was the favorite one now of that was Orlando's.
It is a really good unit. It's just, no.
You're like with a magnifying glass, right? you got a magnifying glass.
I
What?
hated building that.
Anybody know what size those racers at RCU next Tuesday ran were? Those little mini Coopers? Are they 187th or Kevin's thinking 164?
176. 176.
78.
176.
I knew it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
176. Though, but you know what? They make them as small as 187.
I've seen a Volkswagen that size, I think, with a little trailer.
They have a micro bus. They have a Volkswagen bus that's 187. That
That gives a whole new
Carson,
meaning to microbus.
the micro bus. Yes.
A nano
Yeah,
bus.
I guess that gives a whole new meaning to the short bus, right?
Same song, second verse.
It has full functions and lights. Those
Song,
187.
second verse.
I can't find those 1/24 scale on the Tamiya website.
Just look up. Put it in the search and put mini lunchbox.
Isn't there a little dump truck one too or something?
No, there's not one.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of that, I wanted to bring up, someone actually put longer arms on their 20. Well, it is based on a vehicle that's really large, so it became a 1/24th, but it's on a 10 scale chassis. It was based on those mammoth dump trucks. Well, he put longer arms up in front and rear. That thing wouldn't flip to save your life. It handled fantastically what he did to it.
Interesting.
He made the the length of the wheel size side to side, and it was quick too. And it was leaning into the corners, but it wouldn't lift a wheel.
Kevin Gibbs is wondering if 87 scale is HL. You might be right. Might be.
Yeah, it is. It is
Really, probably pretty close.
That'd be cool to see.
That would be a pain to see because it's so small.
That's what she said.
I don't think someone. Yeah, that's it.
$117.
It's more than a grasshopper.
That's one of their newer. That's only a couple years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 24 scale.
That's definitely old one chassis.
A little more than that, maybe.
Then there's one called the Mad Mud.
Was it 1/24? Okay.
There's Frank. There's one called the Mad Mud, which is based on the Suzuki. It's blue.
Looks like it'd be fun for a bit.
And it comes with a pre-painted body and everything. They do have a thing that comes with it. You can get a lipo system, a lipo.
That double A batteries?
Not much room for an interior in there.
No.
Right.
The hell are you gonna have drive it, Lego man?
Not much. A stick figure inside that thing.
Oh, believe it or not, they have a sport tune motor for that too, for its size.
Why? Why?
Why? To get a little more speed out of it because they're slow.
I think I have seen
Here's
these.
the Mad Mud. The Mud Mad. I'm sorry, the Mud Mad.
Yeah, I like micro machines too, Kevin. I still have a
Look
collection.
at that. They're using 1/10 scale rally tires on it.
The new ones suck.
Let me see.
I need to wash shovel.
Look at that. The tires on there are knobby. They're like they come off the rally cars that they make.
Little fake bead locks.
Yeah. Let's see. There's another fun one. This the Blackfoot. That one has a nice body. This one.
I
It's a
have
hard
that
body.
one. I have that
Click
one.
it. Can you click it? Because I couldn't see it because that's behind my my panel lineup. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I remember that one.
I believe that's a 2-wheel drive though.
Yes, it is.
But that is not a crawler or anything. That's just something to have fun on.
And Brad, you were saying that the Argos is discontinued, right?
What's discontinued?
The Argos, the Agrios. What was that?
Oh, the Agro, the Agrios,
Good.
the monster truck.
That one's discontinued. What's that?
As far as I know.
Get it? Yeah.
So that's the one they
Coming
changed
soon.
links in, Brad, that dump truck thing?
Yeah, well,
Is that the one you're,
No, it's a four-wheel drive one. It's the four-wheel drive one with longer arms on it, and it wouldn't lift a wheel. It handled, you wouldn't believe it. It handled like one of those stadium trucks from old days.
I wish to give you more specification.
Wish they would.
I wish they would. Like there's no wheelbase, there's no dimension of how wide it is, how long it is, how tall it is.
Well, it's because it's coming out next. It's supposed to come out soon, so.
Oh, here's a length.
On the specification button there earlier.
Should be
Oh,
directly
here's the
120
wheelbase,
power.
215 wheelbase.
Should be able to go to the real size and reduce it by 10, or to 1/10, and it's the size of it, right? It's accurate.
Yeah, that's supposed to be accurate like that. Frank,
There's
go.
There's the Subaru Brat.
Ooh, what was it? Whoa,
What?
500 for that, huh?
No, this is 282.
Oh, I was looking at the high lift.
Yeah, the high lift.
$500, yes.
There is a lot of stuff in here though.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this one, 728.
778.
The Hilux.
Come on down with that
Cruiser,
Yeah.
1328.
There it goes.
Oh man, I thought that was just 3 of them. Lord have mercy.
But the price on this side, the Tamiya USA, are a little high. This is the suggested list. It's not the retail.
Oh, I was about to say, because I can beat that price.
Oh, yeah.
You see that yellow dump truck? No,
It was
you see that yellow dump
320.
truck? 144. Hey,
That was the dump truck he was talking about. They
yeah,
switched
that
it.
was a dump truck with the longer arms on it. You wouldn't believe how fast and how it handled.
Is that a tractor?
Yeah, Farm King. That thing is cool. It's the
Yeah.
same chassis as a Wild Willie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a comical vehicle.
No, it's not. That's a full size. That's not the small one.
Here's the one I'd like to get, the Kong head, Dyna-head, I mean.
Let me see. Can I move my chat?
With portals.
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
Surprisingly
has the second
small.
most-
Yeah,
Smaller
I
than
want
I think.
one too.
It's 1/18 scale. That's the one that has the second most ball bearings in it.
It's got portals.
Yep.
Oh, there's the mud or the
Buddy,
putty.
Okay, yeah. Roll it into a ball.
Yeah, roll it
Use
to
a
a
spider
ball and
gear in
stick it
there.
in there.
you can actually use one of the spider gears and do the
Yeah,
same
that
thing.
too.
I've seen somebody just stick a screw down in there too.
Yeah, I just use the spider
Damn.
gears like that.
I just use one extra gear.
Look at that. Look at that design, how it has all gears and it's a monocoque.
Yeah,
What?
Me, I would get rid of this cage, put a truck body on it, like
Are we
it's gonna
all?
become a 1/10, and then put a tow truck thing at the back, so it becomes a 6x6.
There
So
you go.
that's monocoque, huh?
Yeah, it's called a monocoque chassis.
Now, what's the difference between this one and that one?
really different. I think it's just the portals or the gear reduction. Because this is the Kong head.
So
No,
that's
I'm
not-
talking
He's
about
talking about-
these two Mercedes Benz.
Oh,
I don't know why they did that.
They're two different item numbers.
CC02. Oh, one is pre-painted.
Okay. I
Yeah,
did
that
not
would-
know they had a pre-painted one of it already.
Oh, so they
The
charge
reason I'm
you
doing
for
this
long?
is that Brad said that this was a different wheelbase.
So
No.
Brad, have you ever had a chance to play with a monocoque chassis?
Yes, my voltage is a monocoque.
You've handled it a lot. Then.
Yeah, I handled it a lot. So have you. You handled yours a lot too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I always join at the best times.
Yes, don't you?
42.
Tamiya did it by name, or who came up with that name? I gotta know.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like the wheelbase is a little shorter on this one, Brad.
Yep, I told you. Because it's on the Defender
Wheelbase.
90.
Wheelbase
a
is a short
110.
wheelbase. On this one, 242.
The other
And
one's
I have
196.
267.
Oh, 267.
Wow.
Where did I see 196?
That might be
Oh.
width. That's width.
Yeah, that was width.
That one's a little wider too.
What'd she say?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now, just remember that if you have a smaller wheelbase or a longer wheelbase, it does change the performance on the trail. So that's why a lot of people, sometimes they drive somebody else's truck. Oh, this handle's different. This is different, because as soon as you change the wheelbase, the width, or even the suspension on it, your truck is going to handle way differently. So learn how to drive your truck.
Well, there's pros and cons to having a longer and a shorter wheelbase. There's pros and cons in
Yep.
the situation.
Yeah.
Longer wheelbase will climb hills better.
Yep.
And the other one will turn better in smaller spaces.
Yep.
The longer wheelbase will side hill better as well.
Side hill better, yeah.
I'm expecting them to eventually make a D110, because I used the 90 for the longest time. I'm surprised they haven't made a D110.
The problem with the D110, they have to have a very long chassis for that.
Yeah.
So maybe they make a CC03 and then they could have it.
The RC4 drive one, I think it's over 13-inch wheelbase. It's pretty long.
Oh yeah.
Being a 3, wouldn't it be 2-wheel drive?
The D110 is a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, but
Yes, but
CCL3.
making it a 3 would make it 2-wheel drive, he says.
Oh no, it would be just it would still be 4-wheel drive. It just
Yeah, because it's a CC01. It's only in the M chassis that that number works.
Okay. Trying to figure out the logic.
Yeah.
Mean lack of?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't.
And you would think the Japanese have a lot of logic, because they're that type of people.
There you go with that T word again, Brad.
Well, we're both having smoking brains today.
You know what thought does in the hands of a rookie, right?
No.
Neither do I.
Really thought you were going somewhere there, man.
That's exactly where we were going.
That sounds like a Confucius saying or something.
Confucius say.
So Kevin Gibbs says, don't learn your truck. No, you set up your truck for how you drive.
Yeah.
There's also a chance that someone
was good.
Well, you're both right, I think. If it comes to crawlers, I would like to think I'm fairly highly experienced in the subject.
Mm-hmm.
I got almost 30 different crawlers, and I have set them all up how I drive, but not a single two of them drive the same.
I'm just saying, some people there's also a chance that someone would feel that they can control a shorter wheelbase better than a longer wheelbase, or vice versa.
Well, I was responding to Kevin Gibbs.
I know,
Right.
I'm just saying, but there's also that element too.
Yeah, but it's just
Oh,
like
the vehicle
anything.
Gibbs. Like,
You bring the proper platform truck to the proper event. In other words, you're not going to bring an F1 car to a crawling event or to a Moab or.
I'm talking
Don't
for
bring a knife to a gunfight.
crawling and trailing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about crawling to trailing also. Like some people are saying that the Tamiya is like a CC02, can't compete with a TRX4. I completely agree with them. Yes, you are right. But I like the challenge.
Challenging.
I love the challenge, and that's the reason I have it. Of course, it's not going to be able to compete as much, but heck, I'm going to have a heck of a time trying to do it.
Hey, but you know what? You become more skilled because you're using a harder platform.
Well, it's kind of like something dumb that I did I've done twice at Axial Fest. One of the times I went out crawling, I brought out the SMT.
Open diff.
No,
What's
but
that?
Has
but if-
open diff challenge, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I did the same thing with the my Clodbuster at the Hollies. Like everybody was trailing, and I just brought the Clodbuster in the trails, and I was trying to follow them on the trail. But man, I was getting stuck all the time because one wheel was just spinning, and I kept on pushing it. Okay, let's keep going, let's keep going. So it was tough for me, but still
You-
did it.
But you
for the
like a
hell
challenge, and but therefore you challenging yourself would make you a better operator of anything.
Good.
When you think about it, because you've challenged yourself to different lengths, so therefore you would actually possibly be better at other people at driving anything then.
No.
You might learn
Driving-
some tricks for getting that uncapable vehicle around your course that other people are just, cruising over easily.
I was gonna say, if I drive my TRX4 for a few weekends, going back to a straight axle truck, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like you forgot how to ride a bike, is what you're trying to say.
You just got to remember you don't have the clearance anymore.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
And just like Kevin Gibbs asked Lyle here, says, does drive by not driving the same, do you mean each takes a different line, Lyle? And I think the answer to that is yes. If you know your truck capability, you're going to take a different line depending on the truck
Yeah.
that you're
I've
driving.
already responded to that question.
Yeah, he's got it in the chat already.
Oh, there, yeah, he's already responded it. There we go. Cool.
Wow. You still, I mean, you said you've got one of the things with the tracks on it. Have you?
No.
Okay.
No, he's just built the bottom one of the bottom, for the bottom of the track.
The carriage.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know when
recording.
you take the tracks off the ones for the TRX4, it will drift.
Yeah.
Guy was doing it Sunday at a RC swap meet there was.
Oh, RC driver, Jake, he showed how many different vehicles those tracks will fit.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
I'm only interested in one.
I know, but I just
One's
say
enough.
they said
One's
it
enough.
also you also could get them to fit the 6x6 like the Dynahead.
Oh, wow.
So that truck does not come pre-painted, right?
It does.
It does come pre-painted?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the
watched
wheel
a video
wells
of
are
it the other day.
It's all black.
Pre-cut.
He hasn't looked at the decal sheet yet because he's frightened.
I'm
That's kind of
purposely
interesting
not.
how they pre-cut the wheel well, but not the rest. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Just a curve.
Jake, a little tip that I figured out on my own. I know people probably know this before me. Get an old piece of glass to cut the decals on with an X-Acto blade.
Piece of glass?
Good idea.
Piece
Yeah.
of glass.
You stick them to it first and then cut it?
No, just with the backing still on it. But this way, the glass, it lets it slide right through. It doesn't catch like if you're on a countertop or something.
Or it's-
Good
use a
idea.
cutting mat.
Oh, put it on glass flat and then put the X-Acto knife on it.
A lot of the cutting mats are a little textured and all to keep stuff down, or they're plastic and they will still catch.
Or they got cuts in them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter,
Hey, Dirk.
Dirksen.
Dirk.
Hey,
Hey,
Dirk
Dirk.
is in the house.
Say go.
With all the
Again,
work he
Dirk,
puts in every day, he still finds time to get in, and I like that.
and again, Dirk is in the house just in time to say bye to everybody.
I think he plans it that way.
Yeah, he comes for the after-hour show.
Doesn't want to be seen publicly with us, understandable.
I'm not blaming me.
I think he doesn't want to be seen sipping tea like he sips.
Not tea.
We were all over the place, and we were up real late, a lot of us yesterday. I mean, it was 5:30 Eastern time when we stopped, but it was what, 2:30 your time, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. You guys had a lot to talk about.
We were all over the place. It was actually an interesting conversation, wasn't it, Dirk?
You're always all over the place, Brad.
You know, and I know you have the ability to do that too, Brett.
But I rein it in as much as I can.
Cool. So we'll go with Brad to say the goodbyes.
Thanks, everybody being here, and Sean just wants to bust my chops all the time.
True.
Come on, you can do better than that, Brad.
Not tonight. My mind isn't working quite right today.
Chris, RC84
Not
Films.
touching that one.
Great
Oh,
having you
of course,
tonight,
Jake.
Tank. I really do appreciate it, and
Today.
I won't be doing any more Beaver updates. So back to RC.
Cool. KBRC 13.
It was, thanks for inviting me, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you very much. Green Frog RC.
Appreciate you having me, Francois. Glad to hear that Chris has his beaver all handled, and everybody have a good night. See you probably later in the week.
Cool. Thank you. AZ Froggy.
Well, thank you for the invite, Frank. Everyone stay safe this week. I'll try to pop in Thursday, but we're in Tucson setting up for Comic-Con that day.
Okay. RC Athlete. RC Athlete. Yeah.
As always, yeah, I appreciate the invite as well. I love chatting with you guys. I always have a lot of fun. Always hit the comments. Always hit the thumb up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you very much. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and see you guys all on Thursday.
Cool. We'll go with Guru RC.
What John said. Everybody. thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Trail Critter RC.
Well, Lyle stole my script tonight, so I'm just gonna say bye.
I got the same script.
Ah,
Thank you very much. And we'll go with the last guy that came in, and the last guy that's going to say bye, Dirk.
I only wanted to say goodbye because I like saying goodbye to you guys.
Hi, Dirk.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite. Sorry I was late. It's just been too crazy.
hey, Jack's in the chat.
You
Yeah.
go trail callers.
Jick.
Cool.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm cooking you Mexican food, Jake.
Uh-oh, here we go. Time to cut the stream. Everybody
Oy vey.
starting to speak Australian or trying to speak Australian with an
It
I
is.
still
Australian.
had accents, but it's still fun.
With a Canadian accent. That's what makes it so.
So
Hey,
thanks a lot, guys, for popping in here in the live video. I really appreciate it, and thank you everybody to pop in the chat also. We appreciate it, and till then, go charge up some batteries and go out there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun, right, Lyle?
Yeah.
Cool. Talk to you guys later. Cheers.
All right.